So to kind of go back with the video, the one before, the one part of 3, um, this is the second part of that. We'll read the problem again. A pack of cards are yellow and red in color. In the deck, 5/7 of the cards are yellow. If the number of the red cards are doubled and the yellow cards remain the same, what fraction of the cards are red? So we determined basically to make a whole, this is 5/7 of the cards are yellow, then the remaining 2/7 have got to be red because they got equaled up to 1 to 100%. Okay, so so the initial ratios are 5 yellow to 2 red. Okay, so that's going to be where we're going to start this double number line this time. Okay, so with our initial ratio of 5 yellow cards to 2 red cards, this is going to be your double number line. Okay, if you'll notice, there's kind of different things here that you've got to make sure when you do your double number line. Okay, first of all, give yourself space to do double number lines. Also, the way I like to do them, I always start with, if there's 0 red cards, and let me go ahead and make a notation of that. This is the yellow cards. This is your red cards. Okay, so by this being a 5, I went ahead and started skipping by 5. Okay, so I went 0, 5, 10, 15, and so on and so forth through 60. Okay, so this is the red cards, and I start with 0 again. Well, my first initial for every 5, there's got to be 2. 5 yellow cards, there've got to be 2 red cards. So our spacing here, and if you'll notice, the spacing, they're should be the same, but they're not perfect, but they're relatable. Okay, so all the way down, when you got one up here, put it directly underneath it here, so on and so forth, all the way down, and just give yourself plenty of space there to make sure you got that done. Okay, so for every 0 cards, you have 0 yellow, you have 0 red. Okay, for 5 yellow cards, you have 2 red cards. Okay, so if you'll see, this spacing is every 2, this spacing is every 5. So you're going to continue your spacing here by 5s. You're going to continue your spacing here by 2s. Okay, and you can see it goes down to all the way to there to 24. Okay, so the initial ones we had in our other video, we talked about 5, 10, 25, 50. Okay, so that's what we're going to do here. For every 5 yellow cards, there are 2 red cards. So if there's 10 yellow cards, there's 4 red cards. If there's 25 yellow cards, there's 10 red cards. If there's 50 yellow cards, there's 20 red cards. Okay, so all I did here is rewrite the ratios: 5 to 2, 10 to 4, 25 to 10, 50 to 20, and I got those ratios from this number line. That's if nothing is doubled. Okay, so in the problem it said that they are doubled. Okay. So if we double the red cards, our new ratio is 5 to 4. So our first one was 5 yellows to 2 reds. Well, we're doubling the reds to get you to 4. Okay, so this is our new ratio: 5 yellow to 4 red. Now we're doing the same thing down here. Okay, and I'll go ahead and label this yellow cards. This is your red cards. Okay, on this number line, red, yellow. Okay, all right. So same thing. We didn't change the yellows, so we're skipping by 5s here all the way down. Well, this time our ratio is 4 red. So at 0 yellow cards, you have 0 red cards. Well, if you have 5 yellow cards, then you have 4 red cards. So you'll see the spacing here is 4. Okay, so you up here where you did spacing by 2s. Here you want to do spacing by 4s, okay? And then again, where you got one up here, put it straight down below, all the way down. It's very, very similar to what we did a while ago. Okay, the yellow cards line does not change because we're still going by 5s. But we're doubling this, the red cards, so it's got to be doubled from what you've got here. Okay, so Then again, we talked about 5, 10, 25, and 50 up here. We're going to do the same thing down here. For every 5 yellow cards, you got 4 red cards. For every 10 yellow cards, you got 8 red cards. For every 25 yellow cards, you got 20 red cards. There are 50 yellow cards, you got 40 yellow cards, okay? And so I didn't do this here a while ago. I'll do it right now. 5 to 4 is your ratio. Then you got a 10 to 8. Then you got a 25 to 20. Then you got a 50 to 40. And that's going to equate to, also, it's going to be a 5x, 4x, okay? All right, so there's your double number line. If you need to rewind this and look over it again, do that. That's fine. But that's going to be your video this time.